Hello guys, in this video we will see how to install and configure Zabbix 7.0 on Rocky Linux 9. The installation process is same on Rocky Linux, all versions. Click on activities, open any web browser. Now go to Zabbix official website, that is zabbix.com. See here, Zabbix 7.0 LTS now available for download. See what it will do. It is the all-in-one open source solution that lets you monitor anything. Okay, so simply it is monitoring tool. Click on download. See here we have the Zabbix packages, Zabbix cloud images, containers, appliance, sources and agents. Now here we have to choose the platform. Select the Zabbix version. Then in OS distribution select the Rocky Linux. See here for Rocky Linux we have two versions. OS version 9 and 8. So select 9 because I am on 9. And Zabbix component select server, frontend and agent. Then the prerequisites are database and web server. So we are going to use the MySQL as the database engine and web server as Apache. So first we have to install the MySQL and Apache. Then we will install these Zabbix components. Now open terminal. Now install MySQL. Sudo dnf install MySQL server. See, if you go to mysql.com, click on downloads, click on MySQL community downloads, click on M repository. See here we have the MySQL 8.4, but don't install MySQL 8.4 because Zabbix won't support the MySQL 8.4 version. So run this sudo dnf install, so it will install the lesser version of 8.4. Hit enter, provide the password of sudo user. See, it is going to install MySQL 8.0.36. So it is a lesser version than the 8.4. So we can install it. Type Y and hit enter. Next, check the status of MySQL service. Sudo systemctl status mysql-d. See, MySQL service is not started and it is disabled. Q to quit. First, Control L to clear screen. Sudo first enable MySQL service. Sudo systemctl enable mysql-d is the service name. Hit enter. So it is typo. Sudo, hit enter, it is done. Now start the MySQL service. Sudo systemctl start mysql-d. Let us verify. Sudo systemctl status mysql-d. See, MySQL service is running and it is enabled. Q to quit, Control L to clear screen. Now connect to MySQL service. Sudo mysql, hit enter. Now set the password for MySQL root account. See, the version is 8.0.36, but if it is 8.4, Zabbix won't support. Okay, so keep that in mind. Alter user root at localhost identified by. I will keep this command in the video description. Put semicolon at the end of the statement. We have successfully set exit. Okay, so the first prerequisite, that is MySQL, is successfully installed. Next, Apache web server. So we will install Apache web and PHP. Those are the PHP extensions. Those are required for Zabbix. So install these, that is PHP, Apache web 2 and PHP extensions. Hit enter. I will keep these commands in the video description. Type Y and hit enter. Prerequisites installed. Now let us check the status of Apache web server. Sudo systemctl status httpd. See, it is enabled and started. Q to quit. Now start the or check the systemctl status php-fpm. It is not started. Let us start it. Sudo systemctl. Don't worry, I will keep all these commands in the video description. php enable is done. Control A. So all prerequisites we have installed. So, okay, one more time, select the Zabbix version, then select the Rocky Linux, then select the Rocky Linux version, then select the Zabbix component, then select the database as MySQL and web server as Apache. Then here we will get the list of the commands. So generally you don't have this file, so let us copy this path and configure the platform. So sudo vi paste that entire path, I2, press I2, insert mode, copy this text, paste here, escape, save the file, WQ exclamation, hit enter, it is done. After that we have to install the Zabbix repository. Copy this command, sudo, paste it, hit enter, it is done. Install the Zabbix server frontend and agent. Copy this command, give the sudo and paste it, hit enter. I will keep this link in the video description. Type 5 for confirmation and hit enter. Y and hit enter again. We have successfully installed Zabbix 7.0. Now we have to configure. So first step is create initial database. So connect to MySQL, Control L, sudo systemctl mysql -u root, then -p. Provide the password of root user, that is we have set. Then it is first it is going to create database, then it is going to create user, then it is going to grant privileges, all privileges to this user to this database. So copy one by one, copy from create to up to semicolon, paste it, hit enter, it is done. Verify, show databases. See, new database Zabbix is created. Okay, copy this one, paste it, hit enter, it is done. User created. Now grant privileges, paste it, hit enter. Now set the global variable to 1, paste it, hit enter, fit, it is done. Now we have to import the schema and its data. So copy this command. See, here I have set the password as password. Okay, whenever it requires password, we have to give only this password. Okay, now it will ask, that's why I told you. Now give the password. See, password is password of this Zabbix user. Okay, hit enter. This may take 1 or 2 minutes. Wait until this schema import completes. It is done. Now connect to MySQL and disable this one by giving this 0. Okay, so go to MySQL -u root -p, then provide the password of root user. Copy this one, paste it, hit enter, quit, all done. And next we have to give the db password as this password. Okay, so edit this config file, sudo Control L, sudo vi, paste that file, hit enter, then search for db password, hit enter, come down, go to the home, remove the hash command that is commented, hash symbol, shift A, then give password, save the file, hit enter. Now after this step we have to start Zabbix server and its agents. See here, we have to run these commands. It's sudo, paste it, hit enter, it is done. Now enable, we have already enabled few of them. Anyway, give sudo, hit enter, it is done. Control L. So we have successfully configured. Now we are going to configure the front end. Okay, so open new tab, copy this link, paste it. Instead of host, we have to give if, that is IP, this IP or host name. See here, host name is localhost. Until, see, this is the host name, even this is also the same. Okay, so instead of host, give localhost or give the IP of this machine. Hit enter. See, this is the welcome screen for the Zabbix 7.0. Click on next step. See, all are okay, which means prerequisites matched. See here, it is required PHP versions. That's why we have installed PHP extensions. Then click on next step. Here select the because we are using MySQL as the database. So database host, see, we have installed MySQL on this PC. If you have installed somewhere, you have to provide that MySQL server host name. So localhost, port number for MySQL is 3306. Then database name, we have created database as Zabbix. Okay, so we have to give Zabbix database name as Zabbix, username also same. Then provide the password. Password is, see, this is the password. If you have given some other, you have to give, but in my case I have given password, so give the password only, password. Then click on next step. Never. Here Zabbix server name, I have installed Zabbix server on this machine only, so I am giving localhost, or give the name from here or give the IP, both will work. Then select the theme. I am going with the default one. Then click on next step. See, this is the pre-installation summary. Click on next step. See, we have successfully installed Zabbix frontend. Click on finish. Now here we have to provide username. Username is admin, but A must be caps, otherwise it will throw error. And password is Zabbix. This is in all small case. I will keep this username and password in the video description. Okay. Again, I am telling, if you give small a, it won't work. So give caps A, DMIN, and click on sign in. See, we have successfully connected to Zabbix frontend web UI. See, Zabbix server is running. Zabbix server version is 7.0. Zabbix frontend also same. Number of hosts. Okay. So if you want to change the password of admin user, click on users. Then click on users. Then see here we have the admin. Then click on change password. Then here we have to provide the current password, that is Zabbix. Then provide new password and confirm the same. Then click on update. At present I am not going to change, but I am showing you. Okay, go to dashboard. See here we have the different options like monitoring services, inventory, reports, data collection, and alerts. Okay, so I will make another video for these components. So in this video we have seen how to install and configure Zabbix 7.0 on Rocky Linux distribution. For more Zabbix or monitoring videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.